Hello and welcome to a new episode of Darki Explains. In this episode I want to explain how SMY, SPY and PMY works. So this means at first SMY, Sasha, Melson and Yumiko. The second version is to use princess instead of Melson, and the last is to use princess in lead and Melson in the second assault. So at first we look at the threats for this three. So we have Sasha. She has marksman, critical aim, ruthless and lucky. My preferred weapon is the winter harpoon, but she could also use some fire weapons. Not this first one because this has piercing and she wouldn't charge so good with this piercing weapon. Her leader threat is good out of bad, so she gets charge points out of body shots. In my case, 38% chance, so luck increases this chance. And if you are a free-to-play player, you could get the festive shotgun, for example, or this wind harpoon from Guardian Carol, or Shane, or Alpha. They have this winter harpoon in black market for 1000 gold. So the next one is Melson. Melson has the Decimator. So there exists different kinds of Decimator. I have the tactical one, which I have paid. But in the black market you could also get from Melson black market a lucky Decimator, and his threats are ruthless, marksman and lucky are necessary for SMY or PMY combis. And his leader threat is man at arms, and he has a 50% chance to have, in my case, 30% damage of the current health points of the enemy. So the 50% is increased by luck, and if he is in the lead, melee survivors gets 30%, so 10% more than the range survivors. So important weapons are this Decimator, or this is the one from our old Guild War, Rosita's Assault Rifle. It's also very good because that cripples all targets. And I used this one also very often before I have this Rosita's Assault Rifle. And with this you can root the enemies if in the charge attack. But when I get the Rosita's Assault Rifle, I never use this anymore. So a second weapon could also be the bulldozer, but you shouldn't use Sasha in lead because she has the bulldozer has piercing, and so he gets not so many charge points. So he is also wearing armor with roofless silver and primed gold. This is also very good when he could load when Walker's turn is. And the last one is Yumiko. She has the talent firing squad. So if she is shoot on a walker and all others are in range, they will also fire, and then this combination makes sense. So Sasha in lead and Yumiko fires on the walker. Melson is also firing, and if he makes body shots, he gets charge points, and so he gets charge, and in the same turn he could use his charge attack and stun the walkers. So this is the combination why it is so good. And Yumiko uses a fire gun in my case, and this is from the last Guild War, but you could also buy this one, but this one is special summon and it has just a 35% chance to ignite targets. So this is also not increased by luck, and so the other one from Guild War is better because in this case also this infused threats are increased by luck. So this one is very good. Burning walkers, you have this 50% chance, and additional with luck on survivor on the west, which is also from the last Guild War. This west has an infused threat with lucky, so the chance is the 20% from the weapon, the 20% from the armor, and the 20% from survivor, so plus 60% luck. So you have a 80% chance to ignite the target. So if you are a free-to-play player and you didn't have this fire weapons, you should use weapons with cripple, maybe also this high power to have a high distance, and luck and crippling. So someone like this should also work, but it's better to have a burning pistol. So the second combination is with Princess. She has she could also get charge points from status effects. So if the walker is burning, if the walker is rooted, if the walker is crippled, she gets charge points and have additional total damage. So she's better as Melson with getting charged, but Melson have a higher damage. But I would say if you are starting with the game, you should use Princess at first, because when Sasha isn't so good in her leader threat, she couldn't get so many charge points, and with this additional leader threat charge point getting, you get better charged. So I would prefer first spy, and then you could use later SMY. So I would say when Sasha has a leader threat, I think level 6 maybe, then it should work also with Melson. So the last combination is Princess in lead and Mercer at the second position. So Mercer also gets the threat to get charged from status effect walkers. So I would set these weapons to the survivors. Princess would fire at the beginning, or Yumiko, but Princess should be in range. And then she stuns the walkers, and with the stunning walkers, Mercer could get charged, and so it's also a good combination. I like it very much because you could stun two sides. So Princess could also load from this combination, and if there come spawns from more sides, you could stun this with 2 assaults, and this makes it very effective. But you have to know if there are some unstunnable enemies. You couldn't stop them if you don't have any chance to build a stun wall. So stun wall means in front of you are stunnable enemies and behind are the unstunnable enemies. So you could cripple the unstunnable enemies and they couldn't reach you because they just can walk 1 step, and so they couldn't reach you. But this unstunnable wall should stand, so you never should shoot with Mercer on this wall because he will kill them very fast. So let's compare which weapons you could also get from Black Market. It's the Decimator from Melson. The Festive Shotgun you could also get from Black Market. And the Wind Harpoon. And for Yumiko there is just the Winter Bow, which you could also get from Yumiko in the Black Market. So this would be equipment which you could use for SMY or PMY combinations. So this is all, and at the end I have a summary. Thanks for watching. Bye.